Hello, whiskey lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. Today we're going to try a bottle that is out of most people's league, to be honest, because this is a bottle of 1,350 euros. Even I can't afford this, but I bought it as a 60th birthday gift to myself. Now, this is still a long ways off, so I'm going to keep this bottle in my collection for a little while longer, but this is a 30 years old Clynelish bottled by Claxton's. It comes in this beautiful packaging. It's in the so-called Belgian series. They have a Bowmore, a Springbank, a North British and whatnot, but here we have a 1993 Clynelish. Now, as I said, I'm going to keep this for my 60th birthday, so I had to secure myself a little bit of a sample to try it and talk to you about this whiskey. But after I tried it at a whiskey festival somewhere in Belgium, I was in heaven. I mean, being flabbergasted doesn't even start to cover the experience. So I need to get me a bottle for my 60th birthday, which I did. And I also needed to secure an extra sample to talk to you about it today. And this is the kind of dram for which I will gladly pick up my professional glass, let me put it that way. So now, how often do you get the chance to try a Clynelish that is 3 decades old? I mean, this was distilled when I was 25. You do the math. You rarely get to try to taste something like this, right? Okay. Now, when I had the pleasure, like I said, of tasting this at the, it was Jurgen Vromans, the whiskey mercenary in Belgium, who imports this, and he had it on his table, and I tried it, and I was like, Jurgen, can you get me a bottle, please? And he could. So, okay. Let's dig right into it. Now, this is 30 years old. This was distilled in 1993, bottled last year at a cask strength of 44.4% ABV. And this is a bourbon cask. You can tell by the color, it's actually rather pale, to be honest. Nevertheless, this is a bourbon cask, a bottle at that cask strength. Let's dive right into it. The Clynelish, 30 years old, 1993 by Claxton's, on the nose. Oh, it's a bullseye. It's waxy, it's got candle wax, beeswax in there, dried citrus peels. It's a bit reminiscent of cider or maybe even a Calvados. It's fresh with this subtle acidity, and it's absolutely stunning in this beautiful, beautiful weather, to be honest. It's a bit of an Indian summer here in Belgium right now. And I thought, ooh, the sun's out. Time for another rambling, and here we are trying an absolutely stunning whiskey. I digress. I get some moss in there as well, some freshly cut grass, some wet wood, a bit of clay even, chalk, pebbles on a beach. It's absolutely fantastic. If you could just leave it with me and come back in 20 minutes, will you? Outstanding. All right. Enough nosing now. After 20 minutes, I'm ready for a sip on the palate. That's what I was waiting for. It's absolutely waxy on the palate as well. It's textbook Clynelish, that's for sure. I get some creamy butterscotch in there, some farm butter, plenty of orchard fruits, citrus, apples, pears. But the citrus, that's not an orchard fruit, is it? But it's definitely dominating, as would be expected. But it is accompanied by some mango and some apricots, maybe even a stray gooseberry in there. And then I get something like a bit of like fennel and a bit of pepper, white pepper, A soft bitterness appears, as if I've bitten into a grape pith. It's wonderful. It's absolutely stunning. And the strength is just fine, really. This is 44.4% ABV. I love it on the finish. The finish isn't really very long, unfortunately, but it's long enough to captivate, let me tell you that. And again, it is waxy, again on pears, and something reminiscent of some English licorice. This is a Clynelish that will not be easily forgotten, and I will be counting down the days to my 60th birthday when I can open the bottle and share it with family and friends. Like I said, a bit expensive, 1,350 euros, but then again, it is a 3 decades old Clynelish at cask strength. And that, my friends, is all for this Whisky Rambling, and I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whisky Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the mob be with you. Bye-bye.